will definitely get into that.
Oh, oh, you know what? Yeah, we can. Are we rolling?
Have you ever wanted to know what happens behind the screen of an influencer? Welcome to Inside the Influence, a podcast brought to you by Microspire. I'm your host, Faye, and I am going to get the down and dirty on what it takes to be an influencer. Please be sure to follow us on social media and sign up for Microspire at the link in the show notes to create your own free account and start connecting with other micro-influencers today. Hello, everyone. I am so excited for our first episode of Inside the Influence.
You want to get into it?
Let's get into it. Ooh.
I am here with the lovely VOXX. All of her social media links will be in the show notes below, so be sure to give her a follow and go support her work.
So my name is VOXX. Right now we are in my neighborhood and I live in Las Vegas. I've been modeling for a couple years, about maybe 8 now. Dude, who would have thought this is what our full circle moment would look like? That's alignment.
So, getting into our questions, do you consider yourself an influencer?
No, I consider myself more of a independent model, but I guess you can see me in the light of an influencer now. It's just been a really crazy journey, I guess you could say. You know what? I do see myself as an influencer to some certain extent because I do get hit up by certain brands to make product modeling. But at the end of the day, overall in general aspect, I just see myself as a model. Just out here doing my own authentic thing. I'm not I put myself in my own lane. I made a name for myself. I just kind of bossed up on my own, self-made stuff. So the titles, I never labeled myself anything.
When did you realize that your social media was kind of helping you on your journey in terms of getting jobs, getting modeling gigs?
In Las Vegas, some things is about who you know, but I'm so introverted and so to myself. All I really had was social media to see me, to book me. My whole feed is my story being told, my growth. So whoever was interested in working with me, I wanted them to just see what I was working on through my own self, so they can be like, oh, I need that person. I want this person in these clothes. The original purpose of me having my Instagram was for fun, a personal meet. And then it turned into, I wanted to put curvy girls on the map. I wanted these modeling agencies and brands to see there's other body types. I want to beat what's the norm. So I wanted them to see my full figure when it came to the boutique works that I do. But I've been on such a creative in my own world right now. I just made my own I made my own multiverse of versions of me. So that's where I'm at right now. But overall, with the whole getting brands to see me, I want them to see that there's more to me than the model. I have a brain, I create, I do directing, I do a lot. I do so much I can't even think of it all at once sometimes.
So do you influence or utilize your social media for a full-time job, or is it more of a side hustle for you?
Oh, it's more full-time. This is all I do. This is it. I don't have a 9 to 5 anymore. I quit my job last year. I quit. Ever since then, ever since June, I have not worked a job. I've worked gigs, I've done runway shows, I've done a whole lot, but you won't catch me clocking in anymore. Unless it's on my own term, because unless it's something that I want to do for me, I'll do it, but I'm never going back. There's no way.
That's awesome. And I know that that's probably the goal of so many of the influencers that are going to be or already are using the Microspire platform. So you're definitely an inspiration to those that want that. What would you consider your social media niche?
So I believe my niche is really just being my authentic self to its full, highest potential. I'm not doing get ready with me. I'm not doing trending things. I'm doing whatever I want to do. I'm doing whatever I feel called to do. I have fun literally, I guess you could say my niche is having fun, being pretty. That's just one of my favorite things to do. Like, I know it can't
I
get
love
nothing more
that.
simpler than that.
Having fun and being pretty.
Having fun.
Hey.
I'm just a girl. I'm just a
No.
girl. You know what though? Lately, I've been healing my inner child. Well, I guess you could say my niche is healing because it took a lot of healing to become where I'm at. And I do this for my inner child. So I literally I give her the life that she deserved. Dressing like a brat doll, that's my favorite thing to do. Accessorizing, playing dress up was one of my favorite things as a kid. I wanted to be a fashion designer when I was little. And then like growing up, I wanted to be like an ultrasound tech because I love kids. But aside from that, you know, I could still go. Just don't want to.
I love that part where you said like it's like healing your inner child, you know? Like I so often see that. I feel like in so many different like social media niches, like it's that like interest that you have, but then you were kind of maybe made fun of it for, you know, like in middle school or something. And now we're all coming back to like what our roots are. And, you know, you find out that, oh my God, so many other people on the internet also like this stuff. That's dope, you
that's
know?
like the community part. You know what thing I did learn? Like, you have to become so main character for yourself because I had to stop caring about the outside. Like, nothing outside of me could matter anymore. I was just like, fuck it, bro. It's just me and my inner child, my higher self, my inner teen. It's just your universe is revolve around them, like all of that energy. So if I'm gonna do it for anybody, why would I not do it for myself? I haven't talked so deeply intellectually in a minute. So
Hey, it's what we're here for. It's what we're
thank
here
you for
for.
this.
How do you kind of come up with some of the ideas for your content? You kind of said you just do what is like drawn to you, what's authentic to you, but is there any time that you like have an idea and you're like, oh my God, I need to create that? Or like, where does your inspiration come from?
So I am such an easily inspired person. Like, even a lot of vibrancy colors, way I wanted my feet to look, but then I started tapping into whatever, because I'm an overthinker. So I always would say, like, as a creative, there's really, is overthinking even really real when you're a creative? Because I have all these ideas. So some of my ideas were so damn good, I was like, okay, I need to write this shit down because the flow be flowing, the flow so fast. And if I don't remember something and it's a really good idea, I get upset with myself because I'm like, damn, I could have made that. So I can talk about one project that I'm working on right now that it heavily inspired me with by Spider-Man, the multiverse. So I created my own like VOXXverse. It's like me in every universe of like, but VOXX is gonna do it. So right now you get to see like Vonetta, but VOXX is like the one who's doing it out loud. So right now one theme I just went through was like an 80s Hollywood Marilyn Monroe theme. And I did that when I won Best Model in September. And even winning Best Model super threw me off because I was not expecting that. The hate is very loud out here in Vegas. So to see that amount of love that was being poured into me, I was not expecting that. That's kind of like where it started. So that was like the first part. Now I'm actually like promoting the VOXXverse. Like the theme that I'm in right now is like the Matrix. So what comes after the Matrix? What universe is VOXX gonna be in? I could be in like an 80s theme, I could be in the 70s theme, but it's pretty much just giving my life a theme in the most fun way for myself because I'm literally just having fun with this. But you know what? It really starts best when you have a mood board. When you're able to visually see what you want to look like dressing up as this and what energy you can embody, it just becomes so much easier.
I love that. I'm a huge Pinterest user, loving the mood board.
Yes.
I'm like
Pinterest,
currently,
yes.
I feel like I'm currently like in this in between where I'm like, I need a new sort of like aesthetic. I need like a new inspiration and stuff. So I feel you. I always try to create that mood board. What do I want my ideal life to look like kind of thing.
And you know what? That also helps with stagnancy. You know, you don't get too stuck on one thing. You don't get stuck in one cycle of looking like something. Life is so short. Does that make sense? Like, why would I want to stick to one look when I can create so many options for myself?
What platforms do you like consistently post on? What platforms do you focus your work on? What do you find, like, what platforms work best for the type of content that you make?
Basically, right now, Instagram is my heaviest hitter. When it comes to like the fashion and wholesome version of me, but my Twitter be popping too. My Playboy platform is very much so popping too. Um, I'm trying to get popping on like Reddit so I can build my fan base from there. Twitter's so negative, so I've been off the grid from that a little bit. Instagram, definitely. People say Instagram is dying, but I could see that for them, but when you do have a social status, it doesn't die. We are all so in rotation with sharing each other. We spread love, we share each other's content. We all help each other put ourselves out there, and then that's how collaborations start, you know? So we're seeing like Instagram, you're still seeing TikTok. I'm not really popular on TikTok. I'm not the type to use my voice so much. The lip syncing content, I don't really make that. TikTok, I'm trying to figure that out still.
All the different social medias have all their own favorite algorithms, and it can be
Yeah.
hard to focus on more than one at any given time.
And you know what's so funny? I'm so shadow banned on Instagram. So for the fact that I still have some form of pool, like I get like 20,000 profile views a day or something like that, like couple every like week, and I'm just like, for being shadow banned, that's really good still. Because I went from like 40,000 to like 30,000. I just watched it go down, but at the same time, I had took some time off the internet, so that's probably my fault too. But I really do get a lot of hate online, so they really do be shadow banning me.
What opportunities have you had because of your social media presence? Like, can you list off any specific gigs type of thing?
Oh
Anything that's been like
yeah.
your favorite?
So the OGs, Pop Fit and Cheek Boss. Pop Fit is like athletic clothing, like leggings, sports bras.
I've been wanting to order from PopFit
Yeah,
for
Cheek
so long.
Boss. You know about Cheek
And
Boss.
yes,
'Cause yes.
I did try Cheek
Oh
Boss.
my gosh. I love Cheek Boss. I got those two in like 2021, and then 2022 I hit like Boutique 115. She's like the plus size boutique online clothing store similar to like Fashion Nova and Shein. So I shot my shot with Boutique 115. I've been shooting my shot a lot. Like Culture Kings reposted me, been reposting my content. I'm trying to get with like Fashion Nova. So it's just like, I just always shoot my shot with, you know what? It's just a form of my manifesting. If I know I want something, I go after it, and I'm not shy about it. So another one of the brands that I model for is Champagne Mommy. Me and my friend Helena, we've been going at this for a couple of years now. She asked me to collaborate with her on the brand. We have not stopped. Like, we've been going in, and I'm so proud of us. If you use my code, you can get 15% off on all your orders. So definitely do that. And it's VJOIXO15. And you can use that code too for Rolita Couture. See, there's so many I always forget. Like, I be forgetting sometimes, but I really do a lot. With fashion too, Bite Size Multimedia, day by day, she hit me up. She was the reason why I even got to be in fashion shows out here doing runway. At the worst part of my life, like, I had no idea, but I still showed up for myself and I still pulled through. Rolita Couture. Oh my God, the rave brand that I model for. Oh my God, Rosa and Eric are blessings in my life. When we all like stopped working together, it was kind of like the ending for me was like, she gave me my own like billboard, and it was like a huge like body billboard of me at this altitude convention that we were at. So it's just like things like that. They kind of, I pray a lot. Things fall into my lap. My body is an inclusive type of body. I'm curvy. I have hips. I got stomach. Brands. I feel like brands need me. Not gonna lie. If you want to get your brand out there and you guys preach what you're preaching, it needs to show for it. And I'm like one of those models that could make that happen.
How do you sort of like stay grounded, stay true to yourself, especially when you talk about like the negativity that you face online?
So I come outside in nature, do my yoga, tap into my goddess energy to remain true to me, because if you do not know who you are, you cannot allow people to tell you who you are when you know yourself deeper than anybody. I spend time with myself. I sit in the sun. I charge up. I align my chakras. I just tap in, meditate. That's really how I stay grounded and remember who I am. So I only have my energy to focus on. I cannot be worried about anybody else around me. I support you. I'll stick to myself, work on me, be my only, I'm my only worry. I'm my only focus. Like I said, creating my own name and creating my own lane. All you have is your own lane to worry about. And when it comes to the hate, you have to also realize they're not paying my bills. They don't know what my reality looks like outside of wherever we are. All that outside noise could really matter like so less to me. Realize people are just hurt. People have wounds that they need to heal. And if I'm the person to trigger you for that, you allow me to hold that power over you. You give your power up. You have to stand in your power. You have to learn how to stand your ground. You gotta be that bitch, but in the most influential way, like graceful way. I don't have to say anything. My energy speaks for itself. If I walk into a room and the energy shifts, it's not me. It's you allowing me to overtake you. And I'm not even doing that. I'm just filling up space.
Are there any downsides to being like a public social media influencer figure?
Your mental health, because now there's more pressure on you. I can use that me winning best model thing, right? I would have never expected that, like I had said. And even if I didn't win that or get nominated, I had already still not been feeling seen in Vegas. Like I felt like I was very overlooked. I had to work like 10 times harder for my flowers, but I'm grateful for what I received. But aside from that, I was always outside. I was always in the scene, but I wasn't at the status that I was at now. So when you go off the grid for like 3 years and you come back, like people are calling you Hollywood. People are saying that you're fake. And I'm like, I've been growing. I've been healing. Somebody was like, you need to come outside more. You need to make appearances. And I'm just like, dude, like I am literally getting my life together. I don't have time to be outside. Either way, even if I'm outside with you guys, like there's so much negativity that has been said about me behind closed doors that I have no idea about. So why would I even surround myself with these type of people? Like, why would I keep putting myself in certain rooms that you guys want me in, that where I've been talked about? So it's like, I don't even want to be around. I've been building new for myself. I've been trying to get in the energy that aligns with me. These, like, some of the things that were said to me after I had won best model were just like crazy, because I'm like, dude, even if I didn't win this best model, I'd still be doing what I'm doing right now. I'm popping off. I would have still been doing this without this title. This is what I'm saying. Like, people's egos are so huge. I don't have a huge ego. I'm still the same person I am, true to my heart, full of love, full of sweetness. Like, nobody can take that from me. So I'm not gonna put myself in rooms and energy that just are intentionally going to hurt me.
So then on the flip side, what are some of your favorite parts about having like an active social media presence?
Just the support that I get now. And I get a lot of girls who want to learn from me. That's really cool, because I want to teach now. Like, I want girls to embody their inner goddess. I want them to learn how to speak their truth. That was another thing too. One thing about my social media and how I don't speak a lot. Like I said, I'm very quiet, but now I kind of want to be on my platform, using it for like my poetry, and I want to teach girls how to transmute their pain and turn it into power. I had a lot of anger in me. So how VOXX got made, she's just what anger looks like in the most creative ways. Anger's sexy, sensual, like sensuality, your sacral chakra, all of that trauma that gets stuck and rooted in your root and your womb area. If you're a manifesting generator, you want that cleared out. Nobody ever taught me this. It kind of just was instilled in me. It's like in my DNA. I didn't have a guru. I didn't go on YouTube. I was really going through a lot, like losing my apartment and losing my damn mind. I was going insane. So I needed to learn how to breathe. I needed to be outside in nature. But if I didn't do none of that, I would have never been where I'm at right now. So I'm so happy I did what I did.
Do you have any advice for somebody who wants to become an influencer, expand their social media presence?
I think you should just be yourself in everything. Like, be main character for you. This is your reality. You have to open your eyes and get up every day and walk in this. You can literally create whatever you want, like whatever you want. You have to take action. Do not sit on ideas. Do not be stagnant. How bad do you want it? Type energy. Like, how bad are you going to go? How hard are you going to go for yourself? Is really what this is. You know, everybody wants to be an influencer these days. Everybody wants to, like, content creation is like the new reality that we live in. Everybody's doing unboxings. Everybody's doing the same thing in their own different ways. What is going to be different about you? What makes you stand out is really the mentality that you got to have. Do not hide your fullest potential. Your highest, fullest potential is that most authentic self that you hide. That when, like, you're vulnerable with yourself, be that vulnerable out loud. You have to have some form of emotional intelligence coming into this as well, because you will get eaten alive. People are going to have secret competition with you, secret animosity. You got to learn how to read energy. You got to learn how to read people. You got to learn how to read contracts. When you close your eyes before you go to bed, you have to be satisfied with yourself and what you're putting out before anybody else. If you are not satisfied, there's no point.
Yeah, just be true to yourself and the rest will follow.
It literally falls into place. The main thing is believing in yourself. You have to believe in yourself. Just always speak your truth. Don't let nobody silence you. I've been suppressed my whole life, so coming out even to talk about this, just do it. Talk your shit in graceful ways. Talk your shit in beautiful ways. But that's all. Thank you for listening to me.
Thank you so much for joining us. All of VOXX's social links will be in the show notes description below. So be sure to give her a follow, support her content, and watch her journey.
Yes. Thank you, guys. Have a lovely, abundant day. Bye.
Thank you so much for listening to Inside the Influence. This podcast is brought to you by Microspire. Microspire is the best platform to connect influencers with classes, job opportunities, and their community. Sign up today and follow us on social media at the links in the show notes.